Jürgen Habermas is a German philosopher and sociologist who is considered one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th and 21st centuries. Born on June 18, 1929, in Düsseldorf, Germany, he grew up during a time of political and social turmoil in Europe, which greatly influenced his work. Habermas is known for his contributions to critical theory and his exploration of how communication shapes society. He is closely associated with the Frankfurt School, a group of scholars who study the ways that culture and society influence human behaviour. Habermas has written extensively about democracy, public discourse, and the ways people interact with each other in society. He continues to be an important voice in philosophy, focusing on how rational communication can create more just and inclusive societies. One of Habermas's most important ideas is the concept of the public sphere. He describes the public sphere as a space where people can come together to discuss and debate ideas. This could happen in physical locations like coffee houses or town meetings, or through media like newspapers and online platforms. Habermas argues that the public sphere is essential for democracy because it allows citizens to share opinions and influence political decisions. For example, when people discuss issues like climate change or education reform, they are participating in the public sphere. Habermas believes that a strong public sphere depends on open, respectful communication where everyone has an equal chance to speak. Now let's move on to his ideas about communication. Another key idea in Habermas's work is the theory of communicative action. He explains that communication is not just about exchanging information. It is also a way to build understanding and reach agreements. According to Habermas, people use communicative action when they engage in honest, open conversations where the goal is to work together rather than to win an argument. For example, if two people disagree about a community issue, but listen to each other and find a compromise, they are practicing communicative action. Habermas believes that this type of communication is essential for solving problems and maintaining healthy relationships in society. Next, let's explore his views on reason and rationality. Habermas emphasizes the importance of reason in human communication and decision-making. He argues that reason is not just about logic or scientific thinking. It is also about being fair and considering others' perspectives. For Habermas, reason allows people to evaluate arguments, challenge unfair practices, and create more just societies. For example, a school committee deciding on a fair grading system might use reason to consider different viewpoints and reach a balanced solution. Habermas believes that reason should guide both personal decisions and larger social policies. Now let's examine how he connects communication and democracy. Jürgen Habermas is a strong supporter of deliberative democracy, a system where citizens discuss and debate issues to make decisions together. He argues that democracy works best when people engage in meaningful conversations, share their ideas, and listen to others. Habermas believes that deliberation, or careful discussion, helps create policies that reflect the needs and values of the entire community. For example, a town meeting where residents discuss how to use public funds is an example of deliberative democracy in action. Habermas stresses that for this system to work, everyone must have equal access to the discussion and feel free to express their opinions. Now let's look at his ideas about modern society and progress. Habermas is also known for his views on modernity and progress. He sees modernity as a period of human history where people rely more on reason, science, and communication to understand the world and solve problems. However, he warns that modern societies must balance progress with ethical considerations and respect for human values. For example, while technology can improve lives, it should not be used in ways that harm people or the environment. Habermas believes that progress is not just about material advancements, but also about creating fairer and more inclusive societies. Finally, let's explore some criticisms of his ideas. Although Jürgen Habermas is widely respected, some critics have pointed out limitations in his work. One common criticism is that his ideas about communication and democracy can be idealistic. Critics argue that in the real world, not everyone participates equally in discussions, and power imbalances often prevent fair communication. For example, in political debates, some voices may dominate while others are ignored. Another criticism is that his theories can be difficult to apply to large, diverse societies where people have very different values and beliefs. Despite these challenges, many scholars appreciate Habermas's emphasis on the importance of communication and reason in creating better societies.